All right, hey guys, Dr. Brian Wickstrom here with River City Chiropractic, and we're continuing our series discussing knee pain. And so today we're going to be going over one of the key problems that can lead to knee pain over time and what you can do to address that in 3 simple at-home exercises. So what we commonly see is that when people have weak glute muscles or weak butt muscles, those are the muscles that help with hip abduction, but they also externally rotate your leg as well. And so what happens over time, if people have weak glutes, then their feet tend to cave in, or they what's called overpronate. And so you'll notice that you're wearing out the inside aspect of your shoe. And so that tends to roll your knee in, and that wears out the outer aspect of your knee. And that's usually where people will start to get arthritis or degeneration showing up in their knee joint. But it also can translate up into your hip or even into your spine over time. And so one of the at-home tests that you can do to determine if you have weak glutes, a really simple test is called the Trendelenburg test. And so basically you can do this and maybe grab your spouse or possibly do it in the mirror as well. And you're just standing on one foot, and you're going to lift the other foot and lift that up for about 30 seconds. And what you're looking for is your hip balance. Your hips should stay fairly balanced. If you start to notice over time that the side that you're lifting the foot is starting to sag or kind of lower on that side, then that's an indication that you have weak glutes on the side that you're standing on. And so that's a real simple test that you can do at home to gauge if you have weak glutes or not. Most people do, and so we're going to be going over 3 exercises to help with strengthening those, to help with stabilizing your knee and your posture. So the first one here is you're going to be laying on your side. And so this is called the clamshell exercise. And so your feet are together, you're on your side, and basically you're just lifting your knee up or rotating your hip up. And you're really kind of trying to contract your glute muscles. And you hold that for maybe a second or 2, and then bring your leg down. And so you want to do 10 to 20 reps in that 2 to 3 times a day. If this is too easy for you, then you can also get one of these bands that look like this. And you just put this around your knees, and it just adds a little bit extra resistance. There's different strengths on these bands that you can get. They're very inexpensive, and that can give you a little bit more resistance to work on strengthening your glute muscles a little bit more. So that's the clamshell exercise. The next one is what we call glute bridges. And so this one you're actually be on your back, and then your feet are on the floor. And you're basically just contracting your glutes and your hips and engaging your core and lifting your hips and pelvis off the ground and holding this position for 5 to 10 seconds. Then you relax, and you're going to do again about 10 to 20 reps of that. Repeat that 2-3 times a day. And so that's the glute bridges. And then the last one is the side-lying hip abduction. Okay, so this one again, you're on your side here, and they're going to rotate your foot in slightly, so that helps to engage your glutes a little bit more. And then basically you're just lifting your leg up like that. You're really trying to focus on contracting your glute muscles here. And then you hold that for 5 to 10 seconds and put it down, and then lift it back up again. And you're just doing that again with this one too. You can also, if you need a little bit more resistance, you can add these bands in there. Or if you're really looking for a challenge, then you can go up into a side plank as well and do the exact same thing. So you're using your whole core, engaging your glutes. It's almost like a full body exercise there. So those are 3 simple at-home exercises to work on building core and glute strength. And that can be very beneficial for people that are struggling with knee pain. So hopefully you like this video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to reach out to us. Talk to you in the next video.